Good morning, folks. So look at here. I put these on the outside last night. Well, the ice is gone. A half hour ago when I looked at them, they still had a little bit of ice. But look at here. It says it is, what would that be, 42, 43 degrees? I don't think quite 44. But holy moly, what happened? I mean, I'm happy about it. I don't like below zero weather. But what happened? I mean, it should be colder than that this year. Now, I have this thing. I'm not really sure what you would call this tool, but it's perfect for this. Yeah, it's not soft as I thought it was. When I'm bringing my firewood in, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is a slope. And that little trailer, it outraces me. I gotta kind of run and try not to fall on my butt to try to get the firewood over to where it needs to go. I was hoping to kind of rough this up a little bit, but I guess that ain't gonna work out. So anyway, today is the F4WM, which stands for Foundation for Wildlife Management Banquet. Well, last year, Justin says, well, not sure we're going to have this banquet here again because nobody's willing to help. How many people are willing to help? Not one single person raised their hand. And I thought, it's a good deal, but I don't have a whole lot of time to do it. And Cindy's having troubles with different health things. I'm having troubles with, all sorts of things. I just got no time. But I went up to Justin and I said, well, I would probably be willing to help, but I don't have a whole heck of a lot of time to do it. So, has anybody else volunteered? He said, well, a couple people came up to me and talked about it. And so we got a half a dozen people or so. And I mean, I feel kind of bad because me and Cindy told them, well, we would be willing to help, but we don't have a whole lot of time to do it. And we haven't had a lot of time to do it. We haven't helped very much. But there's a half dozen or so people that are, and tonight is the banquet. Last year, I asked him if I could film the banquet for this, and he told me he didn't have any problem with it whatsoever. And I've done it in the past, but he said some of the sponsors didn't like that idea, and please don't. So I'm not going to be able to show this at all. So anyway, what this is, the F4WM stands for Foundation for Wildlife Management. And what it is it's a reimbursement program for wolf hunting and trapping. And when they first started doing this, it's been quite a while ago now, I had just had my hip replaced, and I was on crutches, and I went to the meeting, and I thought, this is a bad idea, because what they're going to do is they're going to get us back onto the hate mail list for the antis, and they're going to get them they were trying to delist them at the time. It's been a long time ago now. And I thought, all this is going to do is cause us problems. This is not a good idea. Well, they kept at it, and they did things right. Fish and Game was on their side. Fish and Game now donates some money. Several other sportsmen's groups do, and they have proven themselves to be a good group. They're not, I mean, it is kind of anti-wolf, but it's not really. It's pro-wolf management. What it is certain areas around the state pay differently because of problems with wolves killing cattle and livestock and whatever else and wildlife. But what it is they will reimburse you the money it takes to get out there and catch a wolf or shoot a wolf, hunting or trapping. And it's not a bounty. Bounties aren't legal, but they can offer to reimburse you for expenses. So what you do is you buy your hunting license, you buy your wolf tags, everything has to be legal, and then you save receipts for anything wolf related. If you go out, like all these trips checking traps, I've been saving all my gas receipts. If you buy car tires, that's something you need to get out there. That'll count. If you buy bullets, if you buy hunting gear, if you buy, anything, a pair of binoculars, anything it takes to get out there to either hunt or trap wolves, lure, traps, whatever, a new shirt, whatever it takes, except for beer and wine. He told me don't put that down there. But whatever it takes to get you out there hunting and trapping for wolves, they will pay you back for if you get one. In our area, it's $2,000 in most of them. There are two areas here that until last year were only $500. Actually, three areas that were until last year $500. Now one of them has jumped to $2,000. The other two are $1,500. But to get paid that's per wolf. But to get paid that, you have to have the receipts to be paid back for. It's not a bounty. And anyway, so that's what's going on. This is a fundraiser for that group. Me and Cindy, we volunteered because nobody else was. And now other people have. We're going to have this convention at least this year. I don't know about next year. We'll have to wait and see. Well, anyway, it's almost time to go. I don't know what time it is, but it's about that time. And I'll see you folks tomorrow. I wish I could film this, because it is pretty darn interesting. I might be able to take some pictures and things if I can crop out the sponsors. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I don't see why that would be a problem. Anyhow, see you folks tomorrow. Bye. Cindy Lou, what did you do?
So for the banquet tonight, the
F4WM.
F4WM, I baked chocolate chip and peanut butter cookies.
And
I baked a chocolate surprise cake, very rich. It's actually made with sauerkraut. And with this cake, a couple of years ago at the fair, I entered it and got reserve grand champion.
yeah. And I didn't get a single bite. Sauerkraut in chocolate cake sounds awful. It's not. It is really good. What the sauerkraut does is it adds moisture. Cake is usually so dry and nasty, I don't care for it. I like pie better, but this sauerkraut chocolate cake is amazing. And when I found out Cindy was making some, I said, well, give me a slice before you frost it. She wouldn't do it. So then she enters it in the fair and gets reserve grand champion. It's that good. I still didn't get a taste of it.
Because somebody bought the whole cake.
Cindy, huh?
Because somebody bought the whole cake.
They bought the whole cake because it was so good, and it was expensive for them to do that.
Yeah, they didn't want a slice, they wanted the whole thing.
Yeah. And so I didn't get a single bite. And she says, "Oh, I'll make you another one." That was last August. I still haven't had another one. So here's one for them. By golly, I'm gonna get a slice of this one. Say that again.
So I think with the desserts I made, the chocolate chip and peanut butter cookies and the cake, I think it goes on a dessert table, but what it is people bid on it, maybe. So if Gary wants a piece, he's going to have to win the cake.
No! That ain't right. That ain't right. This stuff is really good.
Or I told Gary, whoever wins the cake, just run over and tell him, I want a slice of it.
I might have to. I might have to arm wrestle him for it. I thought it was just going on the dessert table. Like anybody could have some. No?
I don't think so. I don't know for sure.
This is the best cake ever.